Welcome back to our side of the mountain in Panama. We're in this one. This tiny house behind us, we're gonna transform this thing. By the end of this one, this thing's gonna be looking like an actual tiny house.
This little tiny house is gonna be taking shape so much quicker than a lot of the other structures that we've built here on Lola's farm. This time, we're actually doing 4 sides of custom-made sliding glass doors. So this thing is gonna be closed in much, much sooner than anything that we've built before.
So we have windows up here on the top. We have windows over here on the top. And then, you know what? Everything else is gonna be windows too. There's so much that we're gonna get done today, and there's so much to do. And so much involves putting in the main support beams and the roof structure of this tiny house. And the first beam, it's going in right now. This is the most tedious part of this whole build. That's at these beams. They just take so long. I mean, you have to lay down like 20 welds just to build one. I can't believe that no one pre-builds these here. Because if it was an extra few bucks to get these pre-manufactured like perfectly, that's all that I would buy. We have the last major support beam of this structure going up right now. I need to get one more way up on the top there. I got the guy for the job.
Hi.
I think this is what heaven's supposed to look like. Deck full of dogs, and all of them are so lovey. Except for when strangers come around. They're pretty good guard dogs. Like, no one will come onto our land, because they'll make sure. This little one right here, she has one mission in life, and it's just to get her tongue in your mouth. She's just trying to taste whatever you're tasting. It's kind of gross. Toucan on our farm, look at this. You see that? Dude, we got a toucan. Is that his mating call?
Yeah, this is mating season for them. And there's gonna be a bunch of them in the next weeks. You're just gonna hear that sound all day. This
farm is coming back alive. We never used to have this stuff around here. I don't know about you, but this year the amount of bugs that we've had.
Oh, dude.
The bugs are out of control. Woo! That's what happens when we don't have glyphosate sprayed all over everything from the cattle. All the bugs are coming back. The soil's coming back. The mushrooms are like wildfire. If you don't like scorpions, don't come around here. Did I tell you I got stung by a scorpion?
Did you?
Yeah, in my ear.
What? Where was it?
I put on the earmuffs.
Oh.
There's something so just like romantic about rainy season. I feel like a lot of times in the mornings here, it's beautiful, sunny, not a cloud in the sky, then the rain comes. This morning, it's a little more gloomy, foggy, humid, dark, and there's something I really like about it. And it's probably because we haven't had this in a while, but it kind of makes you want to move things a little bit slower, take your time, be a little more introspective. So I am thoroughly enjoying my morning chores this morning.
Okay, I know, I see you. You're trying to get your greens in. I understand.
I'm trimming his beard.
What are you doing?
Trimming his beard.
You're trimming Daddy's beard.
She's doing a great job. Does it
You're
look good?
pushing it.
Kiss. Want me to shave your armpit?
No. It's a lizard.
Where?
Right there.
Wow, Sadie, you have an incredible eye. Is that your friend?
No. This is my friend.
Do you want it to be your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to call him?
What do you want to name him?
Just lizard.
Just Lizard.
I want to
I really need to get my hands on a splitting maul. This forestry axe, just, it's more hassle than it's worth. This is for like cutting down trees, not for splitting wood. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm not someone to get headaches. Like I can count on one hand the amount of headaches that I've had in my life, and right now my head is pounding. Like all of my sinuses in my head are throbbing. So we're getting in the sauna. We got to heat up to, it's 155 and climbing. I'm hoping this helps. If this thing is like my medicine, which for some reason my body's telling me to get in here and just steam the crap out of it. I'm really hoping that this helps. a little bit of sauna, a little bit of rest. I'm feeling a lot better. The thing is, when I like turn my head like this, my ears are like there's so much pressure just like right here. The bad news is I have to carry like 30 metal beams down, and that's gonna involve a lot of bending over. And every time I put my head down, it feels like someone's just like punching me in the head. We really need to get that backhoe. That would make all this so much easier. Time to start cutting the roof rafters. It's gonna be about 10 rafters. The first roof rafter is in. These beams are a little tedious because carriolas like this, one of the downsides is they're a little flimsy on top. So what I need to do is weld in a piece of bar like this to triangulate the top so it doesn't just flex down once we put the roof on. So as I lay beams all the way across here, going all the way up, there's gonna need to be probably 30 pieces of rebar welded in place.
Can I pick some sushi?
Berries.
Purple berries.
I love that, baby.
Those are juicy.
Those are the juicy ones.
Sadie will be spending her day foraging berries. She's gotta provide for the family. Everything has a purpose around here. And us two pendeos, we gotta
some welding to do.
We gotta build a roof. Because the faster we can get up this roof,
The faster we can get our squats on, honey.
not only that, but the faster we can do everything else and not have to worry about it raining any second. Wow.
That's true.
There's a line up there, and you can just put it on the line and then clamp it down.
Can you turn that on for me, honey? I think this is probably the best view we've had welding, honey. Yeah. Honestly, that sounds pretty romantic to me, sweetie. We're cruising right along right now. We're a little bit more than halfway with the carriolas for the roof, and that's all I gotta say about that.
It's so much faster when you're helping me.
I know, sweetie. And I only have, what, a half hour left, so we'll do the best we can.
I think we've done, it's gotta be like at least 3 or 4 times as fast.
Well, of course, it makes sense. Like you keep having to go back and forth. I mean, even just like clamping them in by yourself is such a process.
Can we just leave Sadie in the trampoline and you can help me all day?
Sorry, honey, it doesn't work that way.
What about when she naps?
When she naps, yes.
All right. How many berries did you get, Bubba?
Lots of berries.
Yeah, a lot.
You got a whole bag full, honey. You got a whole bag full. Look, it's like jam, huh?
Oh my goodness! You got so many. Oh, there's a hole in it.
You see that? That's a sign of rain coming. In just a few minutes. It's gonna start a flight like that, and we'll get a downpour any minute now, but I just have one roof rafter left to put up, you guys. Just the one right there, all the way in the end. So I'm just gonna try my best to rush this one so we can close this chapter of the build. Then I can get to the hardware store and buy the last materials for the roof, but I'm short on time. Huh. The wind just shifted directions. It's sunny now. Which I know I sound a little confused, but like deep down I'm stoked right now. Okay, one beam right across the middle here.
Are you trimming the shrubs? You know what you could pretend that is? A machete.
Machete?
Mm-hmm.
Not machete. I'm just cutting the trees.
With a machete.
Machete.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is a spoon.
True. Good point.
I feel like this is the first time our greenhouse has ever looked so green. I feel like this is the most it's flourished in really the last 3.5 years. And I have all this amazing broccoli to pick right now. Broccoli's one thing that we struggled with for a while, but I feel like we're starting to get the hang of it here. And honestly, I give all of the credit to what it's looking like right now with 3.5 years of trial and error. So we're really just getting the fruits of our labor now, and it's really awesome just to see this thing producing so much food for us now, where it really has been a long time coming.
What you got?
The harvest of the day.
What's in there? I can't see anything.
You're such a dad now, honey.
I know, I love it.
I know.
Dad jokes have been my comedy since I was like 10 years old.
I feel like that's basically all it is. It's like, it basically just gives men the permission to make really cringy jokes.
I've always made cringy jokes.
He's always made cringy jokes, but now it's just like a little more okay, I guess.
Hey Jordan, are you all done welding?
Not funny, this is off the cuff. This is called skill, right?
Here at Lola's farm, we do lots of things. We do welding and cutting and farming and milking.
He's a daddy, dude.
What are you doing, Rod?
You can't hold me.
You can.
He can hold me.
Oh my god! Oh my god. It's official.
We have all gone mad here on Lola's farm.
You're messing up. You gotta go, yeah! Today is roof day. Today is a huge day because after today, nothing can slow us down. And not only that, but we'll have another inside space that as these rains come in, we can do whatever we want in there. We can build stuff. We can build caballos. We can paint stuff. We can do pottery.
Hey, don't tell me. I already got a wheel in my Amazon wish list.
There's just a few things that we need to do before the roof starts going up. So the first thing is we need to take a channel and put it all the way around the perimeter of the roof. You see how we have all these beams kind of just like sticking out? Yeah, we need that to look a lot better first. So these are the channels here that we're going to use, but now we just need to get all the angles to match. It's going to be a little bit tricky. We kind of only got one shot at this because we only have a couple of beams to get all this done, but we've done this before, so we kind of know our way around this. Channel perfectly level, touching both parts of the carriola here, and we have to keep pulling it and tacking it in place while we work all the way down. But even just from right here, this looks so much better. I mean, look how awesome this roof is gonna look. And then eventually there'll be wood underneath here one day that will kind of go from here and then all the way across here and all the way down. And that's really what seals the roof from bugs and to separate the air so we don't get a ton of moisture in here. I forget the name of this, but we did on the bathroom here. You can see all the wood underneath here. And this little casita on the deck will have the exact same thing. Okay, see if you can still do it.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. You know what's awesome? So, see that room over there? See that big little house? That little house that Daddy's building right here? This is gonna be a little house. That's gonna be an exercise room.
The two side channels are in. Now we gotta do the one going right across the front here. And this is gonna let us know if those two channels were put in correctly. So this is a pretty big moment. And it's also gonna transform how this whole thing looks. Okay, this is the last one. And it goes right there. Have I told you guys I hate heights? Mommy! No! Mommy! Now we need to clean up this. See that big fat weld from welding these two beams together? Well, the idea is throw a grinding blade on there, grind that down, and you can make it look like one cohesive piece if you're careful. All right, that looks pretty good. A little bit of black paint on there, and you'll never even know. All right, here comes the sketchy part. We're gonna have to get up high. And this one, I'm not risking it. Probably should have done this from the start. Just like this. Let's put it around here. Okay. I think that's just about as good as it's gonna get. You know, it's actually fun being up here when you have a harness on. I'm just gonna do this from now on. This takes like 2 seconds. It just alleviates all the anxiety. That's just the thought, is like, I don't want Sadie to have a father who can't walk. Or has a broken leg, at least, for the better part of the year. And being up here, yeah, that would definitely happen if I fell down.
I feel like I always used to make such a big deal about planting seeds. Like I would first start them in a tray, and then that sometimes wouldn't even make it to the actual ground. And I just feel like I used to make it such a big deal. Planting seeds, just sprinkle them in the ground, just throw them in the ground. As long as you have some good soil and you water them, you know, as often as you can, they're probably gonna do all right. So this garden bed, this is our outdoor garden bed, and I figured now's the time to utilize this because the windy season has died down. It's a little tough to use this in the windy season because it's not protected on all 4 sides. It's protected from the rain, but not the wind. So a lot of times the plants don't do too well in here during the windy season. So I'm gonna dedicate this whole garden bed to 2 things, really 3 things that I use almost every single day. And that's gonna be onions, carrots, and cilantro. All right, fingers crossed, they start popping out of the soil in the next few days or so.
Well, I was really hoping I was gonna be able to start getting the roof up today, but I just don't have time. 2 big reasons. Number 1, the rain's just starting to come in now. And number 2, well, if you look, I don't look like a mountain man anymore. I at least have some decent clothes on. And underneath the shirt, though, I am still covered in paint, but don't tell anybody. Kaylee and I have a meeting, and it's a really important meeting. And we want to bring you guys along for it, because we like bringing you guys along for important stuff.
Almost exactly a year from now, Jordan and I are gonna be getting married. And we're actually, woohoo! Long time coming, baby. But we're actually on our way down to the place that we're gonna be having our wedding. Today is like the first official day, the start of wedding planning.
You guys better be ready, because I'm sure Kaylee's gonna need some guidance. She's gonna need some support making decisions, some emotional support along this journey.
Honey, that's what you're
So you guys
supposed
better
to be.
prepare yourself, because I am totally useless in all of those departments.
To be honest though, like I keep saying like, oh, I'm gonna be super low key bride, like low maintenance.
That's
and I
what they
feel
all
like
say.
it is what they all say. For the one thing that I do not have going for me is I am the most indecisive person there is. That like I'll make a decision and then like 2 days later I'm like, nope, that's not it.
We'll just put polls out to the people, honey, and then our YouTube channel can make the decision of our wedding.
That actually would be super fun. That would actually be super, super fun. One of the big reasons why we want to have the wedding down here in Panama, not only is everything like a fraction of the price that it would be back in the States, but Panama has been our home for the last 4 years. And although it's going to be a lot of planning and figuring things out on how to get our closest family and friends down here for an event like this, I feel like it's gonna be so worth it. All we wanna do is just share this place with the people that we love the most and celebrate something that's just gonna be surrounded around love and connection and nature and being in a place that has given us so much in the last 4 years.
This is the whole reason why I want to have this wedding here, you guys, is I'm trying to I'm trying to get some chess games in while the wedding party's going on. Like, I'm not a big one to dance or anything like that, but I'll throw down on the chessboard for sure. You want Mama and Daddy to get married here?
No.
Not here? I thought the marshmallows would win her over, but I guess not. So this place is called The Rock. It's hands down the nicest restaurant in our town. There is a fire pit. There's a playground for the kids. There's a whole area for the kids to play. And then over here, this is where the whole after party's going down. Not the after party, but what do they call this stuff? I don't know, you guys. With all this wedding stuff, I don't really know what any of this stuff's called. But you know what the people that eat and they dance and they do all that stuff? Yeah, this is where we're gonna do that. I need to end this video with a little bit of an announcement. A few weeks ago, we launched 2 coffees, one called Willy and one called Wonka, in the spirit of Willy Wonka, and gave away bags of a coffee called Golden Ticket for free. We had 2,000 bags available, and we sold out in 12 hours. It was insane. It was the most successful coffee launch we've ever done. A lot of you guys have been emailing us and messaging us being like, hey, are you gonna get any more? Because I really want to try this. I want to let you guys know that we were able to get our hands on enough coffee to make 200 more bags of Wonka. Once those 200 bags are gone, it's gone forever. So if you want to support our channel, check out the link in the top of the description. We only have 200 bags left, so they're sure to sell it quick. So grab a bag while you can. Thank you guys for supporting us and our business and our family and our friends. We love you guys. See you next time.